Yeah, my name's Gabe Zollner. Just cut over to Fox News, and I don't know if you know who Elijah Cummings is. He's the minority leader in the House for the Democrats. If you've never watched some of the hearings, you might want to try to Google some of them. He starts off in one direction, and you think he's making some sense, and then he goes right off the rails, you know? And he was beating his chest, and he was saying earlier on how they have to investigate this IRS and how important it is to get to the bottom of it. Well, now, about a week later, he feels there's no reason to do anything further. It's resolved. You know, the guys in Cincinnati were the ones that did it, and we've got to move on. Well, you see, the IRS is a very important component of the Less Than Affordable Care Act, otherwise known as Obamacare. Without the IRS being able to monitor and mandate it and implement it, guess what? It can't get implemented. So Elijah Cummings, true to form, has done a 180, which he does every single time. If you've not watched any of his previous hearings with Congressman Darrell Issa, you might want to do that. Because again, he starts off, you're thinking, well, this guy seems to be making sense, and then he does a 180 every single time, which is what he's done now by saying that it's time to move on. You know, this IRS thing, it's over. It's done. We know everything we need to know. Well, I don't sort of agree with that, and guess what? Nor does Congressman Darrell Issa. Not for a moment. Yeah, they're going to find out who did what when. They're going to find out why Douglas Shulman was at the White House 161 times. I'm really curious to know if he was there on 9/11/12. And if so, what time he arrived? And if so, what time he left? I think that might explain why Obama was sort of unavailable, if you know what I mean. Anyway, it's completely nuts. Now there's another event that Obama's going to have to deal with, and that's got to do with the prostitution and the Department of State. It's endless. It's endless. Well, that's what happens when you have a corrupt criminal administration, you know. What do you expect? They all do it. They all take advantage of the system, and they know how to work the system. And they know that there's a clown in the White House, a usurper clown. That's what he is.